Hello everybody, it is I, YouTube Cool, back again, and today I'm going to be reviewing Dino Draftsky, the veteran Clutch Aid racer. He appeared in Cars 3 and is the successor to Kevin Shiftright and the entire Shiftright lineage. I'm not going to keep this guy. I got him as part of a trade with a friend, and I just wanted to review him before I ship him off. I might get him. Let's see if he gives me a good impression. So let's start with the face. Pretty unique face compared to the other Bobby Swift models I have here. I'd say it's most similar to Phil Tanks in here. Even then, it's a little different. He has a closed mouth. I believe this guy has a variant as a mud racer, if I recall correctly. Could be wrong on that. He has this nice fading blue effect, very similar to Dud Throttleman. The Lightyear text. He has nice green around the rims. Piston cup. Secondary sponsors. Revolting took a massive slash there. Yeah, this item's not in the best condition, but it was the best condition one I could find for a good price, so. Dino's definitely one of the rarer Cars 3 stock cars. Just in general, he's a very hard one to get. Clutch Aid. The big old nasty chip there. Here's his little camera to record him from the back. Just record stuff from behind him. Clutch Aid. You know, they never show how they record from the front. Did they just, like, put a camera in the grill? That sounds disgusting. That's like putting a camera up your nose. He has some weird gunk on the Lightyear tire here. Hold on. Wait, hold on. There seems to be gunk all over the front. It kind of looks like... You know what it looks like? It looks like when a race car, like, drives. Oh, that looks sick. Oh, yeah, it does kind of look like a car racing on tarmac. That's pretty cool. Under here is the base. All right, pretty nice, pretty nice. I'm going to quickly compare him to Shiftright. What's funny about Dino is that in the movie, he's a bit of a darker color, but the diecast is lighter. The opposite is true for Shiftright here. He's supposed to be a much lighter shade of blue than what the diecast gave him. I kind of wish Thailand had updated him since they could have done that. And they did a lot of, like, I'd say with the more recent Piston Cup racers, they did a really good job making them more accurate. Cars like Ernie or even cars like Misty, I think. You know, I'm not one for, like, I don't think a diecast needs to be accurate in order to be good. Like, is that preferable? Yeah, accuracy is definitely preferable when you're making toys of characters. But, you know, sometimes making small changes doesn't necessarily have to make a diecast bad. For example, I don't actually hate the lighter blue color on Dino. I would prefer a darker blue, and I actually wanted the metallic variant because that one's also a darker blue. But metallic Dino Draftsky is like one of the rarest cars diecast of all time, so that's just not happening. It's just not feasible, especially in this economy, you know. No, it is. Again, Clutch Aid here. I really like the little scratch here. Shows what the product actually does. On the original Clutch Aid, it went for a more artsy style, which is ironically a bit more next-gen than this. Like, I think it's funny that the next-gens go back to a more simpler design standard, like what the Cars 1 racers did for a little bit, versus the veterans where they feel really detailed. Like, these feel like real NASCAR cars, you know? So yeah, there he is with his hood bolts. Windows are opaque, sort of gray color. Overall, I'd say Dino is a solid enough diecast. Not the best Cars 3 stock car. There are definitely ones that stick out more in my mind than this guy. Like, this guy's like C tier in my opinion. He's not a bad one. He's just not one that really comes to mind, but you know, definitely a nice one. You know what's funny? There's another car of the Bobby Swift model that's his exact same color scheme, and that's Chip Gearing's, one of the new sponsors. I really, like, I've heard several people talk about how Clutch Aid isn't really that good of a sponsor, but honestly, I'm starting to agree with that, because this guy does not stand out. Again, though, I don't hate him personally. I just kind of wish they did something a bit more interesting with him, and I think, I don't know. He's solid, but I definitely could see room for improvement. Anyways, that's all I have for today. Hope you all enjoyed the review, and I shall see you all around. Bye-bye!